We are proudly South African here on your favorite show, A Walk with Mel. And today we're paying a visit to JJDC all the way in the southern suburbs. Yes, people, you heard it right. We're out here doing our thing. So let's go check them out and find out more about their dance center. So we're out here at JJDC, Jodie Jackson. I want to thank you for joining us here on A Walk with Mel. I've known you for years now. And if you can just introduce yourself to the viewers and just tell us about the studio, like when you guys started JJDC.
Okay, hello everybody.
Hi there.
I'm Jodie Jackson, and this is my studio, Jodie Jackson Dance Center.
Yeah.
We started about 7 years ago. This is our 7th year. Started in about 2011. I opened the studio. We were at one of the schools here in Grassy Park. And yeah, that's when we started.
Way back, no?
Yeah.
Way back. So please tell us, why did you open the school? Like, what was the reason behind that?
Dance was always in my life. So when I saw a need in the area for a studio or a center, basically, to get these kids to dance and to get them to do something other than what was happening in the roads and on the streets and all of those things, I took that opportunity and opened the studio. And they get to come here at least twice or thrice a week. So that keeps them doing something positive.
Awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
And then the vision, obviously, like, where do you see yourselves? Like, what is the vision or the mission? Let me rather ask that for the studio.
Okay, so the main reason why I wanted to start is obviously to get the kids off the street, but also to gain, because dance gives them confidence. So to give them confidence, to help them academically, because dance is a discipline, and also just to get them to be creative with what they do. And a lot of kids, they find comfort in dance.
Sure.
So they come here to kind of be part of a family that they may not have had. At home maybe or something.
Well said, well said. And then what kind of classes do you guys give here? Like, what kind of styles? And then what days do you guys give class?
We do modern dancing, we do contemporary, we do ballet, acrobatics, and we also do hip hop.
Awesome.
And we also have adult fitness.
Hey, you're welcome, because adults must be fit.
Anybody's welcome. And we are on a Wednesday and a Thursday.
And then, if you look at your dance journey, you've been dancing for many years as well. Like, why did you choose dance, man? Of all the careers out there, you decided, yay, ik ga dance.
Like I said, dance has literally been my life since I started dancing when I was 3.5.
Sure.
So I started,
to be specific.
1.5. And I started at Cavda.
Sure.
And then I started out with ballet, then I went into modern, then I left Cavda and I went to Bridget Reeve, and then I started doing hip hop there as well. Well, not with Bridget, but there was a hip hop teacher, and I also did modern there and continued. And then
Sure.
I had an injury in 2010. And then I decided to teach.
You're welcome. That's what you do when you get injuries. Hey, let me open a school. Jokes. And then obviously you guys recently competed in Dance Stars, which I think is really, really cool. Please tell us about that competition, what it was like for you guys to enter that competition. I know you guys have done a lot of other things. We'll talk about that now, but let's just touch on Dance Stars.
So Dance Star, we did the South African qualifiers, which was held at Artscape in October last year. And that also came up by chance, because we weren't actually going to enter it, and then they posted on Facebook that they were giving away, not free entry, but they were going to sponsor a crew or crews to enter the competition. To enter the competition. And then I sent in our application, and they came back to say that they'll sponsor all the the team's
Sure.
entry fees into the qualifiers.
Okay, I get it.
So, because obviously affordability-wise, we weren't able to enter
Yeah.
the competition. So eventually we entered and we qualified with 6 dancers, with 5 groups and 1 soloist who qualified to go to Croatia in May to represent South Africa.
And I thank you. So basically, you guys, JJDC qualified to represent South
Yeah.
Africa, and man, hello. So obviously, going overseas is I mean, I know when I went over, it's challenging to raise all of that funds, volgens rand, volgens currency, and everything else. Let's talk about the challenges. Are you guys sponsored? What challenges do you guys face as a school or studio to go overseas?
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, we're not sponsored at all.
Hoping to get there.
We are hoping to get there, but it has been challenging because obviously a lot of the kids come from homes where they're single parents or different circumstances at home, and we cannot. It's about between 25 to 30,000 rand per person to go over.
Sure.
So trying to get 18 kids to go over at 30,000 rand plus their parents is difficult. So we've just been fundraising, parents and kids on their own, plus our group fundraising. We've been doing it as a studio. We've also been trying to get the money together, but it's been difficult, but we're getting there.
Awesome stuff. And if there's anyone watching, I mean, if Bill Gates is watching or Donald Trump is watching, if they want to sponsor you guys, you never know. You know, I believe, because Oprah wants to sponsor me.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk about it, but anyway, how do they get into contact with you guys? What can they do to actually get on board?
Well, we've got a Facebook page, which is Jodie Jackson Dance Center. We've also got an Instagram page, which is JJDC_official. And you can get into contact with us on the Facebook pages. We've always got events on there and our contact details. We've also got our JJDC fund banking details on there. So if anybody wants to give any donations, it's all on the page. And
Awesome
everything.
stuff. And then obviously, for the choreographers of your team, who else is helping out with that?
So we obviously had a contemporary team, which I did, and then we've also had 4 hip-hop groups that went through, and I've had a lot of help from my student who has become a choreographer now. Caleb Hughes.
Awesome
So
stuff.
he's been an amazing help, and his work is just like, I don't know, amazing.
Awesome stuff. I actually want to see what he does. I'm gonna see if I can catch a move or two. Maybe I can't. I don't know. So let's check out what Caleb is up to. He's sitting here, but you're gonna see him again.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and point. Ta 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 point. Ta 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 point. Here we go, point. Point. And point. And then you're gonna go 1, go 1, and 2, and up. Skip. And skip. And skip. And again, you know, 1, 2, 3, and point. 1, 2, 3, and point. Now point, stop, and there again. 3 and 4. Now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and out. Stop, 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 stop. Again, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 10. 1, 2, 3, and 10. Forward and forward and forward. Right, tap, 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 tap. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There we go.
Yoko Suma.
Feel it, feel it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 4, forward. And
So we're back. Just saw Caleb doing his thing. It's so cool to see you in your element. But let's just kick it off with how you got into dancing.
I started dancing in my living room. And, and I entered like a few talent competitions in primary school, but that's about it. Doing Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, the moonwalk. Yes, the moonwalk, that's the first thing. And the wave, yes, definitely. And then in grade 8, I started at Jodie Jackson.
Awesome stuff. And then obviously you've choreographed for Dance Star, and I mean you've been helping out Jodie, and Jodie's very happy with it. Tell us what it was like for you to choreograph for this competition.
It was very challenging because obviously you work with a lot of different type of dance that have different styles and that have different backgrounds. So it was very challenging, but it was worth it. And it was a lot of hard work.
Of course.
Hard work, but it was very nice.
And where do you see yourself? Did you always want to dance? Did you always did you decide, okay, I'm going to be a choreographer one day? Like, where do you see yourself? Like, was it always just a thing that you always wanted to do, or did it just happen for you?
It was a thing. I always wanted to be a choreographer. I was watching a lot of videos, like especially from people from overseas, people in the seas also.
In the seas,
So
I did a wave and
I see the wave. Yeah. So I always wanted to be a choreographer, and Jodie Jackson gave me that opportunity, and I'm really thankful for that. And the next 5 years, I see myself actually teaching overseas.
So what was Hulu? Wouldn't believe. Watch this space, people. Just don't forget me, and us, and you know what I mean. Okay, then obviously as a choreographer and a dancer, I mean, we find inspiration in different places. Where do you find inspiration as a choreographer and dancer?
Inspiration, obviously I find it in watching different videos, but mostly I find it in the kids at the studio, because like everybody, like I said, everybody come from different places.
True.
So everybody's story inspires me, but the person that inspires me most is my mother.
Sure.
Because she always tells me, no, that's a wrong foot, or she teaches me. She teaches me. So I actually find inspiration in basically everything and anything.
Well said. And then obviously we all face challenges in life. What challenges do you face as a dancer?
Well, the main challenge is trying to make dancing your career, because a lot of people say, what you want to do? Because dancing is obviously just a hobby for them. It's fun.
It is fun.
It is good. It's very nice, but trying to make it into a career, and also trying to get sponsorship, because a lot of people, they don't give sponsorship.
Especially
they
going overseas now. And then Jodie, I mean, I just asked him the question, where do you find inspiration as a dancer and a dance teacher?
I think it's the same thing with regards to the kids, and I mean, you walk into class, and sometimes you come and you do a class and you're needing to teach a routine or something like that. Sometimes it just doesn't happen over a period of time. You walk into class and you might have something in mind that you're wanting to do, and these kids are in a different headspace at that point in time, and you have to go, right, what is going to work today?
Sure.
So sometimes it's that kind of thing. And also my family life, or my my circumstances, or my life as a whole, their lives and everyday life. As you're walking, something happens, and then something just clicks.
Hello.
Or you hear a song on the radio and you're like, I'm going to choreograph.
Because it's like feeling inside. I think it's that feeling inside. It makes you feel liquor, so it will make the others feel liquor as well. And then obviously you've been dancing for long, like I said earlier. Any highlights that you can share? Because I know you've been entering a lot of competitions even before I started dancing. You've been that girl, even though you're very humble. But I mean, any highlights in your career, dance career for yourself?
I think, I've done I stayed fit from the age of 5 years old. So, no man. I've done I stayed fit. I've done all my ballet, all my modern exams.
Sure.
And I think one of the highlights in my younger days, when I was about 12, was obviously going to Grahamstown with my group and those things. And then also entering bigger competitions, when I was 16, I did the SADTA, which is full circle now, because now they entered it. And even later on in the years when we decided to enter stuff when we were older.
Yeah, okay, lovely. But you still keep going. Even while you had the studio, you were still entering and almost being that example for them. And so I think that's super, super cool. And then obviously JJDC highlights. Because I saw the achievements, I was like, die mense het 'n hele achievements. Julle het oral geënter. You guys have been representing. So any achievements or highlights that you can maybe share?
Yeah, I think the first highlight that will always remain in our mind is our first show. Some of them won't want to watch their first show ever. But I mean, just seeing them from then to now is a major improvement. But also we've traveled every single year for the past 4 years. This year we're going to have a bit of FOMO because we're not going to Sun City. But for 4 years on one, we've been going to Sun City. Last year we went to Carnival City. We've entered all the competitions, and I mean, SADTA we've done, or SABOD now, we've done, and every year at least our crews have placed top 3 in every section, which is national. So those are highlights. But also, I think a lot of the highlights that you don't see on paper, it's more in class. So highlights for us are things like getting from one stage to another with a dancer. So Tiffany, for example, might not be able to do a step-pull change now, but in 6 months' time, she does a step-pull change. It's something simple, but I'm saying
I know what you mean.
Those are more of the highlights that we look to than the achievements. The achievements are amazing, and the trophies are amazing, but you've also got that personal triumphs that we try and highlight as well.
That's important for me as a dancer, personally. If I couldn't go on the floor and I can go on the floor, look here, I think I'm the bomb. Other people will think, you can just mouth. But to me, it's a big thing. Then just a random question I want to ask both of you, but I'll start with you. Like, what keeps you motivated? Because I'm listening to you, and you must have passion to do this. For 7 years, every day, you've danced for so many years, like you must have passion. This is not just something that you go and decide, okay, I'm going to wake up today, I'm going to open a dance studio. No, there's a lot of struggles that goes with that. It's obviously good things and bad things, but like, what keeps you motivated, like, to wake up every day and do this and enter? Because I mean, if I listen to your achievements that you guys have done, you're always placing, you know what I mean? That takes a lot of work, man. Like, what keeps you motivated?
I think the main thing, like you're saying, it's passion. And I mean, if you wake up every morning and dance is not one of the first 4 things that you think about, then as a teacher or as a studio owner or choreographer or whatever, then that's my personal opinion.
Of course, I'm a opinion.
It shouldn't be something. It's like I tell the kids all the time, you forget your dance clothes at home. You forget there's dancing today.
Guys.
So if you're forgetting, I'm saying if you're forgetting that you have dancing today, then it means it's not on your
SOP.
Which means that you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve if that's not the first 4 things when you wake up in the morning.
True.
And it's something that's called us. But I'm saying in all seriousness, if it's not something that is on your, it doesn't have to be the first thing on your mind, but if it's not that first 4 or 5 things that when you're waking up in the morning, this is what I want to do. And I mean, so many times myself, okay, I've had bad days or bad weeks or times that we've been through like many different things, and we just walk into the studio and suddenly your brain just goes, okay, let me just dance it out or choreograph it, and then you feel much better. And if that's what dance is making you feel, then it's obviously something that you're needing to or destined to do.
And it's so cool you're saying this, because if it's any kids here in certain suburbs, they must come join and dance it out, you know what I'm saying? And then anything that you can add motivation wise, like what
like Jodie said, if you're not thinking about dancing every day, or if you're not dancing, then you're not dancing is not for you. So like for me, keeps me motivated is obviously the kids and my mother, and obviously every person has a goal where they want to be, no matter if it's in academics, if it's in a sport, if it's in a dancing or whatever. So my goal keeps me motivated every day.
Love it. And then just the last one, just share again your social media details before we cross over to the next section.
Jodie Jackson Dance Center, that is on Facebook. Instagram, JJDC _official. And yes, that's all.
So thank you so much for joining us. We're not done yet. Basically on the show, we are running this competition on a Walk with Mel. We're giving away cool branded t-shirts to you guys watching. So I hope you guys listen to the interview. And right about now, we're going to cross over to another dance teacher. I don't want you guys to say who it is, because I want them to watch and then let us know on my page, Mel Your Pal, or email me on mdvproductions1@gmail.com and let us know who the teacher is that we're going to interview right after this. That's it for me, Mel Your Pal, JJDC signing out. Yeah, buddy. Yo, so we're out here with Tegan, one of the dance teachers here at JJDC. So welcome to the show. Just for the people, if they want to know, please tell us what exactly do you teach here at JJDC and when do you teach at a school?
Hi. I teach here on a Thursday afternoon. I teach acrobatic dancing to the students.
Awesome stuff. And then obviously, I mean, just for interest's sake, can you please tell us maybe just a little bit of background of your dancing, how you got into it and what exactly you specialize in?
Cool. Okay, so I've been dancing for 24 years. I started when I was quite young. I started acrobatics at 4 years old. And it was always my favorite. Like, I just loved. I was like the party tricker at all my parents' events, like, Tegan, just go do something, entertain the crowd. That was basically what I really loved. But I did ballet since I was 2, modern dancing, I did hip hop, I did tap, did everything. And then moved to Cape Town when I was 18 to study at UCT School of Dance, majoring in ballet, contemporary and choreography.
Sure.
And then since then, for the last 4 or 5 years, I've just been dancing professionally and teaching. I've started teaching acrobatics to a few different studios and stuff just to get it out here in Cape Town because it's very, very small here.
And saying that you're small, last question, just for those that don't know what acrobatics is, can you just give a short explanation or an idea of what it is basically?
Yeah, so acrobatics has been turned into it's like a dance style, but it's trick based.
Okay.
So it's a mixture of some gymnastics, some contortioning. Yeah, but it's done on a stage, in a studio. There's no equipment or anything else that you use with it.
And anyone can come join the studio to basically take your class?
Yeah, just get hold of Jodie at JJDC, and the classes are
awesome.
here.
I might join, you never know. Thank you so much for sharing.
Pleasure.
Awesome stuff.
Thanks.